Dr Liam Fox.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. Having had the chance to digest it overnight, there was much to welcome in the Government's Building Safety Bill unveiled yesterday, and I'd like to thank my constituents in Portishead for taking part in the consultation. It seems that their voices were listened to. I particularly welcome the fact there will be no EWS1 form for buildings under 18 metres, increased duties on developers, construction companies, building owners and managers. Those who create the problems should pay to sort them out. I welcome the increased right of redress for shoddy workmanship extending to 15 years and the increased right of building owners and leaseholders to seek redress through the Building Safety Regulator. I also welcome the potential for binding arbitration to avoid disputes going to court. We will look for the details of this in the further passage of the bill, but redress must not be determined by those who can afford to go to lawyers. The issue remains, however, about the bills that are still dropping through letterboxes to my constituents today. And even if the abuse of systems such as Waking Watch are addressed, we need to look at how to compensate leaseholders through the money already allocated by the government. We in North Somerset will also be paying close attention to the forthcoming planning bill. I will be looking to see that there is continued, if not increased, protection for the Green Belt. Green Belt serves 5 purposes according to the planning guidelines, including to check the unrestricted sprawl of large built-up areas, to prevent neighbouring towns merging into one another, and to assist in safeguarding the countryside from encroachment. In North Somerset, the application to build on the Green Belt at Chapelpool Lane will be seen by residents over our whole county as an indication of the Council's approach, and I will not hesitate to ask the Secretary of State to call this application in if it seems that our Rainbow Coalition Council is intent on vandalising the Green Belt in clear breach of their election promises. We will also be looking in the planning bill to see if there are proposals on build-out. And right across the House, many people feel it's a scandal that big companies are building up land banks, then not building the houses for which they have permission, leading to the Planning Inspectorate instruction councils to release more land for building. This catch-22 has to end. And with all due respect to the government, I would suggest to them that no build-out clause equals no bill. Finally, Madam Deputy Speaker, in wishing everyone a happy recess and a safe recess, can I say how much I'm looking forward to coming back to a normal Parliament in the autumn. Despite all the best efforts of those involved, this Parliament has not held the government to account in the way that it should, and the government needs to be held to account, and it will be wonderful when we get back to having the length of time to develop arguments greater than the attention span of the average CBeebies viewer.